Hey, happy Friday to you. It is October 23rd and time for this week's Friday Funnies. And I'm here to tell you that this week the world has officially turned upside down. We started off this week by watching the travels of Balloon Boy. While he was eating snacks in the attic, the rest of us were glued to our television sets, actually believing that there was a small child inside of that helium balloon. It would have been more believable had they said there was popcorn in there, but a whole kid? No, I don't think so. Then Rio, the host city for the 2016 Olympics, which beat out Chicago and Oprah. Anyhow, down there, they had a police helicopter shot out of the sky by drug gangs. Best of luck to you with those 2016 games. Then we find out the next season of The Celebrity Apprentice is going to feature the delusional former governor of Illinois, Rod Blagojevich, and to top everything off, Marge Simpson appears nude in Playboy magazine. I'm telling you, it's like living in backwards world, where everything that happens is the opposite of what you'd expect. That said, here are this week's Friday seriousnesses. In Sotheby's auction house in Chicago last week, they auctioned off a chunk of Elvis Presley's hair for like $15,000. Then in London, they auctioned off several strands of Michael Jackson's hair. But in Cleveland, Ohio, the International Women's Air and Space Museum got scalped. They thought that they were in possession of a lock of Amelia Earhart's hair. But when it was tested with DNA this week, they found out that that lock of hair was actually thread. How do you make that mistake? Anyhow, they still have it on display. They've just changed the name of it. Now they call it Amelia Earhart's wig string. All right, Ricky Kempter of Cheyenne, Wyoming is in trouble for passing counterfeit money. The worst thing about this story is he tried to pass it to a stripper. Ricky had hired an exotic dancer for a private dance, and they both took a cab to the Hot Sheet Hotel or wherever they were going. And as he was getting out of the cab, Ricky gave a wad of $50 bills to the cab driver, said, "Here, hold these till I get back." Well, the cab driver thought that was kind of weird, but then he was looking at the money, and he thought that looked weird too. Many of the bills were unevenly cut, and they featured pictures of Alex Trebek. So the cab driver called the cops. They were waiting for Ricky got done with his private dance. And he said, whoa, this was just a joke. I printed these on my home computer. I was going to go home and get real money to pay the dancer. Well, now if he's convicted of counterfeiting, he could do 20 years in prison, where he will find a whole new meaning for the term, pay the dancer. All right, Michael Conway was arrested in Salem, Massachusetts, charged with 3 car robberies. Here's how this one went down. Police spotted him walking around the neighborhood at 3 o'clock in the morning with an empty leather bag. About an hour later, they saw him still walking around, and now the bag was full. So the policeman went up and said, "Hey, pal, what's in the bag?" He goes, "Oh, it's just my ex-wife's sex toys." So the cop took a look inside, and he found credit cards and an iPod and a GPS system. So either these were stolen goods, or his ex-wife liked to listen to music while she had expensive sex in really out-of-the-way places. Finally, this is what's going to happen if Social Security goes bankrupt. A 92-year-old Brazilian woman in a wheelchair was arrested this week in Madrid, Spain, where she attempted to smuggle in 9.5 pounds of cocaine. It was taped onto her legs and her body, and she almost got away. She was hard to catch because apparently a 92-year-old coked-up woman in a wheelchair can attain speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. No Friday Funnies next week. I will be on the road bringing merriment to the masses, but we will be back in 2 weeks. In the meantime, have a wonderful Halloween. Remember, only 8 shopping days left until Halloween. I'll see you in 2 weeks.